Going on? Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabari Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. And on this episode, tapping in with a special guest, waiting for him to log into to the video. We on IG Live with it. Waiting for him to join. Just waiting for my special guest to join the video. And we're gonna be chopping it up about, obviously, recapping NFL games that took place this weekend. On top, NBA starts tomorrow night, so we got plenty to chop it up about. You know how we do it. You know how it is dealing with these technical difficulties. So I don't know what's going on. And hey, I appreciate you tuning in. Waiting for my special guest to join in. Appreciate everybody tapping in. But yeah, like I said, with technical difficulties, just bear with us. I don't know what's going on with his connection. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be touching on NFL recap from Sunday's games. NBA starts tomorrow. Lakers versus the Nuggets, 7 p.m. game. Got Suns versus the Warriors tomorrow, the 10 p.m. game. So yeah, just send the request so you can join in. Wait for him to send the request so you can join in. There we go. He should be tapping in right now. He should be coming in. Appreciate everybody's patience. Try this again. There we go. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. My good friend Quincy for back in the day, man. I appreciate him tapping in with me. It's all right, the camera ain't exactly right, but we still in there. We good. Forgot how it is to join the video and make your whole screen go down. Yeah. Now I'm talking about for far as my end. I had to knock my little Fresh Bar Sports Show sign I got that, but we good. Man, appreciate you doing this. How you been? What's just before the little pleasantries before we dive into the business. How you been, man?
I've been all right, man. I can't complain, man. Everything's all good my way, man.
Okay.
Enjoying all the sports action that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Baseball and football and basketball. It's getting loud.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad. I want to get all the pleasantries out the way because I'm glad you're doing good personally because sports wise, I don't think your NY teams is all that good, but we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Some of the audience may not know. Can you explain to the audience, my audience, fellow audience, and about your sports background growing up? Let's just take it back from your sports background growing up, you playing sports, how you became in love with sports, yada yada from the get go. Let's just take it back from there before we get to the present day. You with me? Oh man, I don't know what happened. I need to send the video again. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sometimes it do kick people off. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, man. So I don't know why I do that. Sometimes I do kick people off. I don't have no idea why I do that. You good though? My fault.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right. I wanted to take it back before we get into the present day. I want you to fill my audience in your sports background growing up from back in the day. Just what made you love sports in the first place? Play sports. What made you fall in love with sports in the beginning?
At first, it's crazy. I was a huge basketball fan. Born and raised in New York, and then moved out to Pennsylvania, and seen football, started really getting into football, and I love football. I always was a Giants fan. I always followed them. But being a PA, it just got crazy. That's all it was. Basketball,
exactly.
I'm a Knicks fan, so I had my hard times with the Knicks. I had to.
Yeah.
But then when the Knicks wasn't doing too good, my Giants was doing good in the 2000s. But
right now, you got those two rings, and you got those two rings.
Yeah. So but right now it's rough. Right now we looking.
Yeah. I also said New York as.
Yeah,
New York as a whole, man.
I mean, that's besides New York Liberty. I mean, New York Liberty.
I said University.
They lost though.
I see. Yeah, Dipset in the building, Fabulous in the building.
We try to make something happen.
I'm like, okay, New York's in the building, but
We
you know, the
lost.
Aces, that's a whole different thing. But I'm like, okay, New York's building me because y'all know New York Knicks ain't doing nothing. Giants, you know what I
Hey,
mean?
we
Ain't
trying.
doing.
We trying. We
Yeah,
trying.
yeah.
Listen, we trying.
No, but yeah. No, go ahead. So, you know what I mean? Just, you know, continue letting the audience know about, your
Yeah, so
sports
I play some
credentials.
football. I play football at Rotec, play some football at West York. Um, I did a little semi-pro as well. Not too much, but yeah, football is just everything. Like I ran track, definitely did. Um, so yeah, love my
Okay,
sport.
can we let's back this up a bit. What positions did you play at football?
Running back, wide receiver,
Okay,
plays
okay, okay,
corner as well,
okay.
linebacker.
And then track and field, because I didn't know. So what events did you do? Like,
200,
what was the reason?
100, 4x1
Okay,
relay.
okay. Did
Mm-hmm.
you go to districts or anything?
As a team, yeah, 4x1.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
okay. You know, like I said, I didn't know. I just, get your sports credentials off.
Yeah,
Let the audience know.
no doubt.
Um, we're going to navigate this too. We're going to talk about what's going on right now. Before we get into the sports, I want to bring this full throttle. What's your feelings about Usher doing a halftime show for the Super Bowl 58? Obviously, it's in Las Vegas. He already got the residency in Las Vegas. We're not going to act like he's just a regular person. This is the great Usher doing this. I'll give you my feelings. I just want to get your feelings about Usher doing the halftime Super Bowl show.
I mean, I think it's good for the league, bringing out Usher, letting
Okay,
him do the
okay.
event.
Do
I'm
you
not really.
who do you think he should bring out? I think he should bring Chris Brown out. That's me personally. I like Chris Brown. As far as special guests, we know
I mean,
Rihanna disappointed us.
he got a nice catalog to choose from.
Yeah,
It depends
for
on
anybody. Beyonce, you
how he
name it. I
wanna.
mean, I'm just
Depends on how the time is in the
yeah,
world at that time. He might go political with it or
yeah. I
bring
don't want
some.
to
I don't think he go.
go Chris Brown.
I
Bring
don't
Chris
know.
Brown out. He deserves it. But you know what I mean? And y'all going, they
Yeah,
gonna kill the show. The
I
dance
just hope
moves
it's.
is gonna be and not just the dance moves. Like Usher's creative genius on top of Chris Brown creative genius on just ways of making the whole experience better. I think it'd be like the greatest show on
That
earth.
will
Them
be
two having a mini concert like that.
that'll be a good combo. That will be a good combo. But the last couple of Super Bowl halftime performances,
You
wasn't the
didn't
best.
like you didn't like the West Coast Snoop Dogg. I know 50 Cent ain't West Coast, but he was representing Dr.
Yeah,
Dre out there. Eminem,
it was
Mary
decent. It
J.
was
Blige.
decent.
New York was in the
It was
building.
decent. It was decent. And then who had the last? Who had the other one? Rihanna. Who was it?
Yeah, Rihanna
Rihanna.
was last year, but I
That was
like Rihanna. I'm a
cool.
Rihanna fan.
That was
She did
cool.
play all the
That was
hits.
cool.
Of course, you didn't want her to be pregnant. I mean, obviously, but she played all the hits,
She
and
did
I'm
what
a Rihanna fan
she
personally.
did what she could do
Yeah,
at being pregnant. So I wasn't
nah,
hating on that. You know what I mean? It was just the
nah.
wrong time and of her
But
being
I did
pregnant, I guess. But
like if you was pregnant. I know Rihanna's a boss, so she just did the I don't need to bring nobody out. But if you're pregnant, you do need to bring
yeah,
somebody else out.
have
You
somebody
do need
join
to
you
bring
with that. I
somebody
mean,
else out. And I thought if anybody had the pull to do so,
it'll
she could
be
have
her.
brought Drake out. She could have
Yeah.
brought Drake out because they tight still. But I digress. Let's hey, we're gonna talk about the NBA later. With NBA ain't to get here. NBA's tomorrow. We'll get there. Let's talk about what's going on right now. What took place this weekend? We're gonna go through a couple of games that transpired from this weekend's games, and then obviously we'll preview Monday Night Football game tonight. Your New York Giants
Oh
now
man.
2-5,
Oh man.
14-7 win over the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, you were 278 yards, 2 touchdowns for for y'all team, and then Saquon Barkley 77 rushing yards, 3 receptions for 41 yards in the receiving touchdown. So I like that. For as far as in but what I didn't like, but before I get to I was going to give the Sam Howell stats. I'm like, come on, look who y'all going against. Saquon Barkley fumble, don't like that. Definitely
I
don't
ain't
like
like that
that.
either,
I
especially
know Sterling
fantasy
Shepard, he
wise.
got a
I ain't
fumble
like
too,
that
but
either.
Saquon Barkley, he can't be fumbling. He can't be doing that because didn't that fumble? Didn't they score off those? Didn't they score their only 7 points off that fumble? No. That was a block punt. Excuse me. Y'all got a block punt when they scored their only 7 off. Excuse me. But then Sam Howell, he had chipped in 249 yards, 0 touchdowns, interception.
Yeah, bro.
What did the Washington Commanders supposed to do with that? But I know you watching your game more intensely than I was. Give everybody the details how you feel about yesterday's game?
Yesterday's game, it was like a tale of both halves. First half, the Giants was good, moving the ball down the field. You've seen way more explosive plays than you've seen the last few games, especially since we haven't scored a touchdown since San Fran game. So
Yeah.
it's been almost a month now. So offense wise, the defense scored against Miami. So other than that, we definitely moved the ball much better than the last few games. Um, Second half wasn't. It's like we went back to how we were playing the last couple of
Yeah.
games. Couldn't move the ball. We punted probably 6 times in the second half. It was just the only thing that helped us was our defense in the red zone, and that we was playing against Washington because they couldn't get things together. They had so many penalties on their end. Um, we had a lot of mistakes on the special teams. Punt return, two people fumbled the ball. Sterling Shepard was the
Yeah.
second one.
Mm-hmm.
That but I can't blame him because he never did punt return, so can't blame him for that. But Eric Gray, the rookie, he gotta know how to. He been playing punt return for the last few games. He gotta know how to get under the ball and secure the ball. He didn't do a good job on that, so he had to go sit it down as well. That's the second game he fumbled. Um, I honestly thought we was gonna lose this game coming into the game just by the way we've been playing. Our offensive line looked way much better than the last few games. We looked okay last week. We should have actually won last week against Buffalo. Um, before halftime, made a little mistake. We could have got 3 points or actually 7 points, but
Mm-hmm.
clock management was off. So this week we played a little better. They actually almost came back. It was a tight one. It
I
was a tight one.
gotta now I gotta get some of your opinions about your team because obviously this is your team. You should know more than I do. So I'll just try to pick your brain about this. How do you feel about? Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean I know this is your team, so I follow along. I know what's going on. This is the most points that you'll put up at home. Opener 0 points.
Yes.
The next home game 3 points,
Yeah.
and this is the third home game 14
Yeah.
points. I mean, how did the I mean, I know y'all had your little scoring output with the comeback against Arizona Cardinals, which that shouldn't
That
even
was away.
been that
That
way.
was
But
away.
I mean,
That was
other
at
than
Arizona.
other than that game, y'all didn't really. And then at
We
home,
haven't been
you know,
doing that. We
New
haven't
York's in
been
the
doing
building.
that.
You got DJ Envy out there on top of the New York's in the building. You already know that the fans is out there, and
The
y'all doing
players
stuff like
wasn't.
that.
The players wasn't. Especially started off week one against Dallas. It was just shambles. I mean, the night was all
Yeah,
clear. Everything was ready
yeah,
to go. As soon as the game started pouring down rain, these guys act like they ain't know what to do.
it's crazy.
It was just ridiculous. 40-0. That was mind blowing. We carried it on to the first half of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, the second half we snapped out of it for a little bit. Finally put some points up, but then after that, it's just been downhill against San Fran, Seattle. You
Yeah,
name it. It felt
yeah.
like nothing's gonna get good. But they got the little win. We see what happened next week. This week was a okay win. We
Yeah,
had some
long
good. We
yeah,
had
one's
some
the
bad.
win.
But yeah,
Um,
win is a win.
how you feel about Tyrod Taylor? I think he better than Daniel Jones. If we're gonna be frank about it, can I just be
I feel
frank
like
and
he
keep it
had
bitchy
more.
about it?
I
I
feel like he
mean,
had
and
more. Listen, I'm not a huge Daniel fan,
okay,
so don't get me into it.
okay,
Act
that's
like
what
I'm a
yeah,
defend Daniel like that.
yeah.
Tyrod had more poise in the pocket. He
Mm-hmm.
able to get the ball out quicker than Daniel, and he's throwing the ball deeper than Daniel.
Yeah,
So
it
he's
seems like
getting the
he's doing a
big
little
plays.
more.
He's getting the plays open down the field. That's what we needed. We needed explosive plays. I don't know if it was the offensive line shuffle that was getting Daniel all the pressure, or the teams that we was playing with the good defense starting
Yeah,
the season off, like Dallas, San Fran, Seattle. They was bringing a lot of pressure to him. So I don't know if he was getting rattled off for that or for the offensive line. But these last couple of games, it's like our offensive line is still getting shuffled around, and Tyrod still have more composure. I mean, I know he's more vet,
yeah,
more
yeah.
seasoned in the game, but then you've been in the game for 5 years now, so that's not even like no excuse now.
Yeah, exactly,
So it's
exactly.
like
You either got it or you don't at this point.
he just got a lot to prove, man. It's like after this year, next year we got an out, so he's definitely gonna be with us
Yeah,
next year. But
yeah.
we need to get a younger quarterback in there to sit back for 1 year,
Mm-hmm. To
groom
take
him,
over.
and then yeah, after next year, then you could go. We take that little cap hit of 20,
Yeah,
24 mil.
because
That's
y'all
gonna be
ain't
on the
paying nothing
cap.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
After
guarantees
next year,
was,
it's gonna
it
be
was like 90 or something like that. It was,
guarantee was only 82. So
yeah,
next year is gonna be the high, like 41, $2 million. Then after that, we could get him off the books,
Yeah.
So
All
I'm
right, two
cool
more
with it.
questions about your Giants before we move on. Because I didn't mention this. How do you feel? I know he had a good game yesterday. How do you feel about Darren Waller? I know he went off for 7 receptions, 98 yards, and a touchdown. But
It's
I don't
about time.
know
It's about time.
Darren Waller,
I
the
like I
tight end.
like Darren Waller.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think
I said
he's using them right.
no. We
Or,
haven't been
or
used.
like, is it? I don't.
So
It just don't
so
look right. I don't know if he don't want to be there, but it just don't. It don't look like he's
nah.
being used right. I don't.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yesterday, I feel like the head coach Brian Dable, he was actually calling the plays instead of Mike Kafka. So
Okay.
Darren Waller got more involved in the
Mm-hmm.
game. He got
Yeah.
targeted more. That's why when you see him score the touchdown, David was the first one to go up to him like, okay,
Yeah.
let's get this
Okay.
thing going. 7 receptions, almost 100 on him.
Yeah.
So he's getting the ball. He got the ball way more last game than games previously. Now, we could always translate that back to Daniel, how he was playing when he was in the game. Or fidgety,
Yeah.
don't know how to look at the player, balls getting thrown behind him too high. It's like not
Listen.
on target.
Yeah.
Now you got Tyrod Taylor in there, more poised. So it's like it's two different quarterbacks, two different comfortability formats to that. And I think he actually had a good game. I think that's the Darren Waller that we all expected when we got him, because he's a great tight end. Got good speed, good hands, good route running. He could get all through the field separation. So yeah, this is what we wanted to see.
Okay, yeah, we got the WBA welterweight champion right there, the real trigger right there, tapping in. Appreciate him tapping in. Yeah. Yep. We're going back this up. So I want to touch base with you real quick. Just get your feelings, real quick feelings about how do you feel about Thursday night football game? Jaguars 31-24 win over the Saints. Just get your quick feelings about that. I don't.
Man.
Me personally, I think the Jaguars is good, but they still missing pieces to make runs in the playoffs.
Yeah, they gotta get another lineman, maybe 2 linemen. I was just down in Duval for over a year. I just got back actually.
Oh yeah, okay.
I used to live like 5 minutes from the stadium
Yeah.
driving. I was over there in Arlington. Shout out Arlington area. Shout out Duval. I mean, but
okay.
yeah, like that's a great fan base, man. For them to get that win with Trevor Lawrence being injured with that knee, and he was still running. He was still running all over the field.
Yeah, he was still looking good.
That was
I mean, he was running out there still, and he wasn't like favoring it.
Exactly. That was a good win against the Saints defense. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can't knock the Saints defense. They're actually pretty good. Derek Carr and
Yeah,
boys
Derek Carr. I
on the
mean,
offense.
he's
They
done.
gotta get it better on the offense. You got a lot of weapons over there, and you still can't make it happen.
Olave, Thompson. I mean, they got
even the third receiver was Shaheed. Then,
yeah. I mean, that's why I'm
Camaro's
like
back. Thomas.
Derek Carr.
It's like you got time. You got a lot of pieces over there. So
yeah.
But yeah, on Jacksonville, and that defense is starting to get right, look right. Playing them games over there in London,
Yeah.
like after they come
That's
back
the
from
second
London.
home. They played 3 games in London already. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, 2 games back to back. Now,
Well, they did 2 games back to back. Yeah,
they come back from London. They're a new team. They,
I know.
got a lot of things. They fired up, man. So shout out to Duval.
Yeah.
Man. I like how they came out on Thursday night and played against Jacksonville.
Okay.
He should have got me a little touchdown with the Saints, man. Derek Carr, man, messing it all up for me, man. Messing my fantasy up, man.
Yeah, messed the parlay up, right? Messed the parlay up. Oh man,
man.
That's a whole nother conversation. Don't be telling me about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I messed up my stuff yesterday. Let's talk about my game. Let's move on to my game. The 4:00 game. We was in Hollywood. We had to take over Hollywood. Steelers. Steelers. You know the Steeler Nation in the building. I'm from York, Pennsylvania. You know my team. I'm from York, Pennsylvania.
Your
Steeler
fan base
Nation.
Travels, man. Your fan base travel. I knew I picked y'all to win that game. Actually.
24-17 over the Rams in SoFi Stadium. It was so fly. Steelers 4-2 on the season, looking real good. I might add you. We was bad in the first half though. I ain't gonna hold you. I was disappointed. I was sick. I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again with the
Y'all started off well.
We started off with 3 points. It was 3-9.
Y'all started the season off a little rough.
We started the season. We lost. Listen, we lost to the 49ers. We came back and beat the Browns. We lost
That's a
to
good
the
win.
Texans. We should have never lost to the Texans.
That
was
was a
a
little
dumb
rocky.
move. Then we come back strong, beating the Ravens and beating the Raiders, and then beating the Rams.
Rocky.
The Texans, that was a letdown. But we don't like offensive coordinator Matt Canada, and we really not sold on Kenny Pickett as a whole. Me personally, I believe the franchise winning championships truly starts with Kenny Pickett not on the roster. Me personally, I'm talking about winning Super Bowls. That does not involve Kenny Pickett being a starting quarterback. Maybe he can be there for being a backup, but he ain't gonna be leading the charge. No. And I don't like it because we got a Super Bowl championship ready defense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Is crazy. Yeah, defense is ridiculous.
Defense is literally winning the games for us. And over a couple years,
ridiculous.
not just this year. Over a couple years, even when Ben's last couple years, the defense literally single-handedly winning these games. T.J. Watt, Micah Fitzpatrick, the other guy, Alex Hellsmith. I know Cam Hayward hurt, but I'm just saying, like, my boys on the defense literally get scoops and score, pick six, and they do all of that. The field, changing the field position and all that is critical. That interception, T.J. Watt came out in the second half and put that ball at the 7-yard line, and we then just ran it up in there, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And people want to credit Kenny Pickett for that little run touchdown. Man, anybody could have got that run touchdown, man. You'll be thinking T.J. Watt. Credit T.J. Watt for that run touchdown right there.
Get that man.
Oh, man. But Kenny Pickett, I'm not sold on him. And I know it's not solely his fault. It's because he in cahoots with Matt Canada. And I'm not saying in cahoots of just bringing the Steelers offense down. It's only them two. The offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, and Kenny Pickett. If one of those two positions was better, it'd be looking real crazy. If we had one of those two positions looking better, you got the offensive coordinator sucks, and I'm not sold on the quarterback at all. He ain't the franchise. He ain't nobody's franchise quarterback. You're done, son. You're done, son. Like for real.
Listen, man.
You can't have both that.
Hold on. Wait. First of all, you talking to me like you my Giants at 2-5. Y'all 4-2. Relax right now, man. Relax. Take it easy right now, man. Y'all 4-2 right now, man. Y'all be feeling like, damn, man, you the Giants fan. We ready to break something right now, man.
I'm acting like we have a losing record, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to make a run in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Relax, man. Listen, man. Mike T got that thing looking right over there. Y'all offense gonna start picking up. Y'all got Deontay
I hope
Johnson
so. I just hope he just
listen. Deontay Johnson's back.
Yeah.
That's really y'all 1A and 1B. Now y'all got 1A back.
All right,
1B
come on.
Start getting
all right, let me bring you back behind the curtain, though. See, I like Deontay Johnson, but I don't know if it's because of Kenny Pickett was the lack of success that he's been having, or that he just fell off last year. What am I saying? I'm watching every game. I'm watching every step. I ain't missing the beat. You can fact check this, all this, that, and the third. He can have it. He can move the ball. I'm saying not Kenny Pickett, but Deontay Johnson. He was getting the yards. He had 1,000 yards. You know what I mean?
He fell off a little bit number wise, but he still was your number one receiver last year. So it's
how? Tell me how. You got 0 touchdowns as a receiver. What am I supposed to do with that? You know you can't win like that. You know you can't win like that.
Touchdowns, but stat wise, he was leading our league. He was leading the team in stats.
But I don't care. Come on, man. We got to win games. And you know this. You know receiver, running back.
Your red zone offense last year was Kenny Pickett.
And
you gotta understand.
I saw times where his little body was in the goal line, and people stop you right there at the goal line. You ain't getting that touchdown. Nah, you gotta muscle that in there like AB was doing and reaching over there and doing. He was getting stopped. You know what I'm saying? I know there's other stuff that he messed up, but I'm talking about there was a couple times around the goal line area he was getting stopped.
But that's supposed to be George Pickens' area.
Yeah,
I'm
saying he had opportunity.
When you in that red zone,
yeah,
George Pickens
he had
Pat
opportunities.
Is who you're looking for. You're looking for George and Pat down there.
I got
when you got opportunities, you gotta make it.
Talking about he my number one with 0 touchdowns.
Okay,
T.O. in what world? Randy Moss in what world? Marvin. We can go through all the names. Ocho Cinco. Calvin Johnson.
Listen.
0 touchdowns.
He's not that type of number one receiver. He's not that type.
He's definitely not.
He's your number one receiver. Okay, he led the league. He led y'all in yards last year. Just didn't get the touchdowns.
So
you can blame that on the quarterback, or you can blame that on the situations y'all had down there in the red zone.
And you know, playing football, you know, sometimes when you around that area, you know, you could smell it, you could taste it. I gotta get this touchdown. I gotta.
He's a dog,
Ain't
though.
nobody
He's a
stop.
dog.
Your
I
mind
just
go
don't.
crazy. Ain't nobody stopping me from getting this touchdown.
Last year with the touchdown wise, I can't give it to him. But he's a dog, though.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold you. I was in his DMs letting him know. Come on now. I don't care about none of that. Yeah, how are we supposed to win super games? You know, get to the playoffs and we not scoring. And you the receiver and you have no touchdowns on the year.
What about your offensive coordinator you don't like?
I do like George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. He's definitely a number two. Ain't no conversation about being number one. George Pickens. I know he's a rookie and all that stuff. So he ain't one of the greats, but I like how he's progressing.
George Pickens gonna be a problem.
I like how he's progressing.
Your offensive coordinator.
Matt Canada gotta go. He gotta go. I told you that.
What is it about Canada you don't like?
He runs the same plays that's not effective. I don't know. No, I do know. I know he was doing this when Ben Roethlisberger was there, but we got the word on the street from Le'Veon Bell, running his mouth out there on the podcast, let me know. Ben, anytime he did, anytime. I did hear this from other people, but he's one of those quarterbacks. You can change the play. Like if he would hear a play that he didn't like, he's going to run his own play. It's just simple as that. Yeah. But he's one of those quarterbacks that can do things like that. So from that, boom, he's a reject from college, Matt Canada. Nobody wanted him. No experience in the NFL.
You're right.
I have a problem with Mike Tomlin. This is a can of words because he don't want. I love him as a black man doing what he's doing in his position at this great historic franchise, but he got some insecurity issues. He don't want no offensive guru. He don't care how old, young or old, to be there because I know he feels like if they getting so much credit, they're gonna be coming for their job, or they gonna get to be that coach job. Because he knows he's not naive, he's not stupid. He knows that's generally how it goes. And he don't want to general situation with him.
To offense right now. He know the game is shifting over to offense, or has
but we already we already had the offensive guru. We had offensive gurus with Mike Tomlin that he pushed out the back door because they was ingratiating themselves too closely with Ben Roethlisberger, Bruce Arians, Todd Haley.
That was a good
and then
one,
we getting all these bumps after the fact.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I'm peeping all this stuff, and I know how it goes in general, just like he knows how it goes in general. An offensive coordinator, offensive guru coming in to look again and shine, ingratiating himself with the quarterback. Oh yeah, he the next in line for that head coaching job. In general, that's how it works. And Mike Tomlin ain't no fool, so I gotta keep an inferior offensive coordinator on side because ain't no way he ain't ever getting a head coaching job. That type of ordeal. I'm just.
How long you think Mike T gonna be there?
I'm a Steelers fan, but I got call it how I see it. I know what it is. I know what it look like.
How long you think Mike T gonna be there?
See, as long as we keep not having these losing seasons, it's gonna be a long shot. But I don't like that. I like him for his record, but we can't get a good draft pick. We good enough not to get a top draft pick.
At some point in time, you gotta put that behind because you haven't lost, you haven't had a losing season, but you had the big one in a while.
Yeah, but it's respectable. You see what I'm saying? Everything is respectable.
I respect it.
Yeah,
but everything has to have a change. If you understand.
Yeah, shelf life, basically.
Yeah. And maybe that changes soon. I like Mike T. That's one of my favorite coaches in the league. But at the same time, things are shifting over to where.
Yeah, and that's what. If he don't get rid of Matt Canada, they all three of them in cahoots. Mike Tomlin, or Matt Canada, and Kenny Pickett. All three of them gotta go. I'm telling you, if he don't get rid of him after this season, if we don't make the playoffs or anything like that, and the offense continue to struggle, regardless, I don't care if we make the playoffs or not. Long as the offense continues to struggle, but I know if the offense is doing something, the defense is great enough, we get to the playoffs. If the offense, I feel like that's hand in hand. If the offense continues to struggle the rest of the year, Matt Canada has to go. Because if not, Mike Tomlin, you're not going to do it, so both of y'all got to go. Both of y'all got to go. I can't waste the window that my Super Bowl championship defense has. I can't. Mika getting older. TJ Watt getting older. Cam Hayward getting older. I can't waste those guys' windows. No, I can't. But I'm gonna digress on my team for a little bit.
Yeah,
because yo,
hot right now.
I mean, I don't even care about this. Like, we can move on for this because I already explained the game. Like, you know, I have my analytics stats, but just for my numbers, guys' purposes. But we got the eye test, man. I really don't care about the numbers. Like, you know, we was said paper wise. Deontay Johnson, the number one receiver. Okay, yeah, but paper wise, and my eye shows me he didn't get in the end zone at all last year. And we was fiending for points. You heard? I heard, we was fiending for points. So that's what the eye test shows me. I'm telling you. All right, yo, let's move on to a couple of other games, but before we talk about NBA, let's talk about just real quick. Ravens blowout win, 38-6 over the Lions. I did not see that coming. I thought it was going to be a close game. Lamar Jackson counted for 4 touchdowns, 3 throwing, 1 running, doing what he do. And I did not expect, Lions, they beginning to be respectable now. And I just thought they turned the corner, but when they do stuff like this, not so fast.
Lamar Jackson, man. 21 for 27 for 357 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Now we ain't gonna act like he do that to the Steelers Nation defense, though. He hates seeing TJ Watt. He hates seeing TJ Watt.
Listen.
He hates seeing TJ Watt.
Listen, this is not what we're gonna do right now.
I know.
We're not gonna do this Pittsburgh, Baltimore rivalry.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to get on their props right now.
Y'all give their props though. That's what giving their props though. I couldn't believe that though. I'm like, what?
Listen, man.
Yeah.
He took over the game yesterday against a team that everybody have high hopes on.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody think it's gonna be one of the powerhouses in the league for the next couple of years to come. Detroit. It was a good game for Action Jackson, like I said. And then Detroit, they like to pass the ball. Derek Goff threw it 53 times yesterday, only 200 something yards, 284, 1 interception, no touchdowns. I mean, it was a long day for them. On Baltimore defense stepped up yesterday, really, for against an offense that's really high.